When he opens the jar, it pops on camera. That's what they do. You don't open them like a can of peanut butter. You open them like a jar of pickles. And so I trolled them. I knew they'd pick up on this. And I had a good, and I was like desperate to get on Jimmy Kimmel. I troll these people all the time. And I know, what they pick up on. Bro, you say, and I'm going to skip this break because I have to have the time constraints. Bro, when you say, okay, so what if we did stage it? What's the big deal? You're making it look like she's in great health. You call it entertainment, and then you threaten me at the end and say the New World Order is going to come after me when you're waving this, this gun around. So let's go ahead and go to the Jimmy Kimmel clip, which we are analyzing under fair use, and it's about me, so I'm allowed to play it because they hit you with copyright all the time. Let's go to it.
Thanks for supporting me in my time of need, because I'll tell you something. On Monday night, Hillary Clinton was here. She was right over there, and since then, I found myself smack dab in the middle of an online conspiracy theory. As you may know, many of Hillary Clinton's opponents have been questioning whether she's healthy enough to be president. So when she was here, I challenged her to open a jar of pickles to see if she was strong enough to do it. And she did it, and all hell broke loose. Thousands of people, maybe even millions of people, are convinced that I somehow rigged the pickle jar. For real. I'm not kidding. One of those people is a guy named Alex Jones, who I happen to find very entertaining. He's one of those guys who believes Bigfoot was responsible for 9/11. He believes everything. But I saw this last night. Alex applied his investigative powers to a pickle jar that he believes was loosened.
There's no pop when she opens it, and she acts like she has to turn it all the way around like she's opening a can of peanut butter. But anyone who's opened a sealed can of pickled vegetables, whether it be tomatoes, whether it be garlic, whether it be olives, whether it be pickled fruit, knows there is a pop. You don't turn around it. You can't open a can of pickles that way. You pressure down and pop it open and then unscrew it. There's no pop. She acts like it pops at the end. This is completely and totally fake.
I agree. This is a conspiracy. This video is about 7 minutes long. During that 7 minutes, he calls it a pickle can like 30 times.
That's part of the joke. Like I said, Kanye West. Kanye West.
And that wasn't the end of this. It went on.
First, let's show it blown up, and then we'll show it in slow motion. Here it is. No pop. Listen, she got a microphone right on her chest. Total acting. No pop. And then she just lifts it off the top. That's not how you open a can of pickles.
Right. Only a maniac would open a can of pickles. If you're ever feeling bad about your job, just remember there's a grown man who spent a full 7 minutes yelling about me in a pickle jar on television. And by the way, let's say we did loosen the jar. What does opening pickles even prove? I mean, I have to imagine that one of the perks of being president is you never have to open pickles yourself again. Probably not even allowed to open pickles. So then, after studying the video evidence, the tape, Alex moved to the physical part of his investigation.
I'm going to show you again. Can we zoom in on this to show people what Hillary did? She claims she went around, and then it just comes right off like that. She does this whole fake like she's straining. In fact, let me copy Hillary Clinton real quick. This obviously means joking around. I'm making a Bernie Sanders sound. Going in a big circle, and then it comes off. They don't come off like, also narrating for radio. Like that. They come off like pressure. Just open them.
What the hell is going on here?
Well, what are you doing showing her open a can of pickles? To say we're conspiracy theorists. I mean, we're countering you.
There are people in the pickle industry who devote this much time and energy.
Yeah, well, we noticed there's no pop. I mean, you're full of it.
The amount of time before the pickle jar gets subpoenaed. And if it does come to that, I asked our billing security if they had any footage of the jar backstage before it wound up in the hands of Hillary Clinton. And we did find some, and this might shed some light on this situation. Here, you sleeping?
No.
This is all a big joke. He opens it and it pops. Listen.
Very important, okay? Hillary Clinton is going to be here in a little while.
Tonight on the show, I'm going to ask her to open this pickle jar to see if she's strong enough to be president. I need you to guard this. Make sure nobody loosens it. Make sure nobody taps it. None of that stuff, okay?
Okay, Jimmy.
Very important.
Yes,
This
Jimmy.
must not be tampered with in any way.
Okay.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, Jimmy.
The future of this country could depend on this jar.
Okay, Jimmy.
Thank you.
He opens it. Hear it pop? He eats the pickle.
Did you just eat a pickle out of that jar?
I love pickles.
They're admitting that they
Why,
did
you
it.
little pickle monster.
I love
Why Donald Trump wants to build a wall. But I don't want to make a joke out of this. The stakes obviously are very high, and clearly Alex Jones has put a great deal of thought into this subject. So, Alex, if you are watching, and I know that you are always watching over us, I have something to say. Let's get in. Can you get in real close here and give me a line? You just had to keep digging, didn't you, Alex? The plan was so simple. All Hillary had to do was open a jar of pickles, and the White House would be all ours. Mine and hers. We had it all worked out. This went all the way up to Vlasic.
But you up 10 seconds. It is funny. I like Jimmy Kimmel the best of any of those guys. I like Colbert too. But look, expanding on this, and we're going to play the rest of it. The implication that he's not working for a major network that's pro-Hillary, the implication that he wasn't trying to make her look good and make fun of people, the implication that he's going to be at the White House and be co-president if she wins, they're building the straw man. Just like they said that I say nobody died at Sandy Hook and they were all actors. No, I said the whole thing's very, very suspicious and should be looked at. Some people, other people did say that. So again, this is how they misrepresent. But then he gets into the threatening part. I mean, imagine if I had this little Hillary doll somebody sent us that says all these true Hillary statements.
What difference at this point does it make?
Imagine if I, which I wouldn't do it, because even the image of her is holy, shot this with a BB gun. You know, they would send the Secret Service implying that I want harm against Hillary. I don't. I don't want her to be a martyr. I want her to, you know, get a jury trial for what she's done. But imagine, they basically threaten me next, and then they can say, oh, it's all a big joke. But Hillary has this whole string of death behind her. I came, I saw, he died. That's why this isn't funny, Mr. Kimmel. But let's go ahead and, you know, CNN says worship this woman. We can play that clip. Worship this addled creature that is supposedly our savior. But let's go back to Kimmel.
You just had to keep digging, didn't you, Alex? The plan was so simple. All Hillary had to do was open a jar of pickles, and the White House would be all ours. Mine and hers. We had it all worked out. This went all the way up to Vlasic. But you couldn't leave it alone, could you? With your twisting and your popping and your poking your nose where it shouldn't be poked. You blew the lid right off our pickle can. You just couldn't stop, but it stops now because I'm afraid this little game is over, Alex. Now that you had to go and open your big mouth, I have no choice but to kill these pickles. The juice of these pickles is on you, Alex Jones.
They have insurance to be shooting BB guns in there with this studio?
The New World Order sends its regards.
Yeah, they sent it to Libya and Syria. They're starting a war in Iraq again and starting a war with Russia. And they send their regards all over the place. Millions of dead Iraqis. And George Bush says it's a good price to pay. So does Madeleine Albright. I know you're a comedian, but see, you've gotten political now, and you're delving into waters you don't know about. If it's eating pizza and, you know, drinking beer on the Man Show, that is your arena. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead now. I'm told this is the same BB gun. I was looking around and I had it in my safe, never even used it. And Buckley loaded it up for me. And so this is not scripted. Kind of like I couldn't open one of the pickle jars right at first. We'll see if this thing even works. It's loaded. It's ready. And I guess that symbolizes some other poor witness. Maybe the latest WikiLeaker, who got shot 4 times in the back. And people get mad at me making a joke out of it. Well, it's okay. Jimmy Kimmel did with a known murderer that overthrows all these different countries. Oh, yes, it's very powerful. There you go. I asked Buckley if it would work on air, and that's an even better joke because nothing ever does work. And he says, oh, yes, that's all you do, and it works. See, that's powerful. That was not even rigged comedy. But I transmute the fact that nothing works right around here into pure comedy. The genius level is unbelievable. Oh. I can't open pickles. I can't shoot BB guns, but you can, Kimmel. That's the conspiracy. Kimmel's a robot. 4th hour straight ahead. I told him it would work. I knew it. I mean, what is the deal around here? See how that feels, Dumbo? Oh, and one of our videos on YouTube had more views than your show every night. Good job, Darren McBreen and Leanne McInerney with that little piece. How's that for you? Let's go back to him. Here he is.
And I hope that doesn't upset Donald Trump because he's a bit of a hothead. Loose cannon, powder keg, dump truck, pull tab. Which is why it's important for him to be counseled by people who are even-keeled. Unfortunately, he's talking to some jerk named Alex Jones, the far-right conspiracy theorist who is apparently taking on a new role as occasional information source and validator for Trump.
Hit pause.
With whom he sometimes...
Back it up. This is the thing I'm talking about. When Homeland came down and admitted, this is an Alex Jones character, we have him say these things, and then he's always wrong. They had all these articles saying, Jones is insane. He thinks this new character is about him. So Colbert just did it again. Oh, some jerk, but now we got to talk about it. And again, there's the key. They're acting like they're discrediting Trump. No, they want Trump to be dumb and not understand his base. And these issues are what makes him bona fide and what gives him his aura of the people that he delivers in action. He's better than gold. Keep going.
And validator for Trump, with whom he sometimes speaks on the phone. Okay, information source, validator speaks on the phone. Sounds okay. Good to have a variety of voices in a time of crisis. Let's see what this guy's like.
I'm animated. I'm alive. My heart's big. It's got hot blood going through it fast. I like to fight, too. I like to eat. I like to have children. I'm here. I got a life force. This is a human. This is what we look like. This is what we act like. This is what everybody was like before us. This is what I am.
This is why you don't mix steroids with peyote. This is why. This is it.
Now, I don't...
You applause. They're actually cheering me.
I don't know how to explain this, but just watching that clip, he somehow got spittle on me. So Alex Jones has influence in the White House. Trump has even sent in messages to Alex Jones' show congratulating him on his great reputation. Now, if you've been living underground for the last few years, you probably listen to Alex Jones. But for the rest of you, he runs a conspiracy website called Infowars, okay? The name's easy to remember. Just imagine info, then imagine someone at war with it. And Donald Trump's phone buddy has gained a reputation for telling it like it isn't.
All right, back it up.
Like this explanation...
I want to talk about this because this is key here. He's done the same thing before. I'm at war with info. You know, information warfare means using information to win, to have your culture, to promote some idea, whether it's true or not. The globalists call what he does against us information war. So we're exposing information war to everybody. Let's back this up about 20 seconds because I want to go over all these pieces. Everything he's saying is a fundamental deception. Keep going.
Infowars, okay? The name's easy to remember. Just imagine info, then imagine someone at war with it. And Donald Trump's phone buddy has gained a reputation for telling it like it isn't. Like this explanation as to why men are gay.
The reason there's so many gay people now is because it's a chemical warfare operation. Here's the inside of this juice box. And if they zoom in anymore, see that thin plastic? Pause. It's got it. Again, they admit bisphenol A is doing this. They admit the runoff is causing frogs to be asexual or bisexual. It's a fact. You can pull it up for yourself. But they make a joke out of it and use stuff from 6.5 years ago. And then they have it edited to say, I'm anti-gay, when I said I'm not anti-gay. This is how they deceive you. Here it is. You're done drinking your little juices. Well, you're ready to go out and have a baby. You're ready to put makeup on. You're ready to wear a short skirt.
Yes, juice boxes make men into women. Couple of sips and suddenly your Capri Sun is your Capri daughter.
They know full well their big secret about estrogen in the beer.
Now,
the hops. A certain breed of hops does it. It's been declassified. Yep, he knows that. He's a ruling New Yorker. He's over you.
Obviously, it's not fair to judge a guy on one isolated dumbass clip.
So let's throw some short clips again, edited together. Alex is anti-gay. He's saying the chemicals are making people gay. Folks, it's making the frogs gay. 2/3 of the frogs down in Houston are bisexual. Every major Western country heavily involved in 9/11. It took me about a year with Sandy Hook to come to grips with the fact that the whole thing was fake. The attacks in Orlando were a false flag terror attack. And in that very clip, all those I said, our main government's not involved. They're bringing in radical Islam. They're letting them attack. That is a form of false flag by Obama letting them in, or Bush and the globalists letting them do it. It's in the 28 pages that I had congressmen on to break down that an inside job means criminal elements allowed it to happen. They turn that around, little clips just saying it's all fake to say the government did it. Again, more little short clips to deceive you. Go ahead. My show, and it sounds like the most powerful talk radio I've ever heard. Other times it sounds like a monkey doing you-know-what with a football.
So, to recap, one of the counselors to the president knows what it sounds like when a monkey the football.
That was applause. And again, it's part of humor to say, I don't have all the answers, I'm not perfect. So they take that and even have me, quote, discredit myself, but that's just the genuineness of it all. So it's another guy that thinks he's better than you. He just deceived his audience. He couldn't come out in a monologue. This guy planned all day for a 30-minute show or a 2-minute monologue where he comes out and gives this to sound really smarty pants. People are done with it, bro. They're done. They want real. That's why Colbert's show might get canceled. The ratings are in the toilet. Ours are, of course, exploding, Colbert. But we're not in New York. Nothing against New Yorkers. They're great people, but we're not in the cool area. Let's go back to him.
But Alex Jones is not content with talking to the leader of the free world. He's also hoping Infowars will qualify for a White House press credential. So, to those of you working in the White House press pool, you're going to want to get some earplugs and a poncho.
More disinfo. They know full well we're going to put reporters up there. We already have.
Do you guys remember this? The president called the media the enemy of the American people, okay? So...
They put a sign up to boo right there.
You're off the hook.
Good pause.
Unlimited.
Back it up. National polls by their own system show 7 to 9 to 10 point support. The media has the lowest approval rating. We know that. But you all just heard them boo. Oh, he doesn't like the mainstream media. Boo. No, Trump said he doesn't like the fake media. You lied again, just like he exposed at CPAC today. You lie, you lie. Just to analyze a 3-minute clip takes an hour because you think we're dumbasses. But again, he's Stephen Colbert. Imagine all the weird mummies and globalists he hangs out with all day. How crazy it is. Let's finish up.
Okay, so you're off the hook, unlimited breadsticks. Now, that upset, they're delicious. Now, that upset a lot of media. In response, today, the Washington Post added a subheader to its front page that says, "Democracy dies in darkness." So, the Washington Post has officially entered its goth phase.
Good pause. Back it up. Democracy dies in darkness. Another lie. So he says, Trump has declared the media the enemy. No, he said fake news media when they're putting out fake news. So you lie. And then the Washington Post, run by the CIA, openly bought by the CIA through Jeff Bezos, $600 million last year. Per year, $600 million is paid by the CIA to run it. The criminal elements. The president, what's he supposed to do? He knows it's fake. Another deal's made with taxpayers for the CIA to be running the Washington Post through Jeff Bezos and Amazon. They've given AI technology to Bezos to track everything you're doing. They're using Amazon to get into your computer, put cookies on it. That's all admitted. I don't want to be at war with Amazon. If you got a big company, that's fine. Just stop trying to take my guns, take my kids, tell me I'm a scumbag, I'm a racist, and all this crap. I'm going to expose you, Bezos. And another smart mouth, know-it-all, Mr. Good-looking up there. Hey, why don't you stand for humanity, Colbert? Just like Glenn Beck, another sellout, man. You're disgusting. And you say Trump is wanting to shut down the media, and then everybody's like, we're in darkness. Obama signed a bill to start taking over the new media and to put the CIA over the State Department and control of the FCC, and that you want to shut down the alt-right, and you're banning us being able to advertise, trying to kick us off radio, all these dirty tricks, but you're the ones, we're in darkness at the CIA, taking over newspapers with taxpayer money to attack the president. What is the president doing? He needs to come out and point that out and order the CIA and have congressional investigations and shut down government involvement in domestic propaganda. God, these people are sick. But see, Colbert thinks you're too stupid to know all that. Pull it up. Bezos caught getting $600 million from the CIA at the Washington Post. It's mainstream news. They can't even hide it. Oh, and where'd it break? On those evil alternative right-wing blogs that found the money in Congress. And the leaks that we get from people like Kurt Weldon, the former head of Homeland Security Committee and the Armed Services Committee, who's getting ready to come on next week and expose Hillary as a Russian and Chinese agent. Shouldn't have said Trump was. Gloves are off, Dumbo. And Colbert, who joked about what happened last night in Sweden, burning cars and mass rapes. You just thought people would look on the internet and find out you were a big liar. Let's finish up. Here it is.
Darkness. So, the Washington Post has officially entered its goth phase.
Democracy dies in darkness. You want to shut us up.
It's a strong message. It's a strong message that they're going to hold Trump accountable. A message he will receive the minute Fox and Friends reports on it. By the way, democracy dies in darkness beat out their other top choices. No, you shut up. Come at me, bro. We're going balls out. And we took down Nixon. Who wants next?
Yeah, I want to take you out, foreign globalists, you too, Colbert. Colbert will be always known as a traitor, an anti-American. He really is. He hates you and your family.